Sketchings. Death was the beginning, the old story which gladly said, "It is great and it is starting over." We used to sketch death as part of life. Now it is all too crazy and stupid to conceive the objectivism of truth, which means that when you see an object, it is the most truthful it could be. When you hear something, we would say that's about 70 to 80%. If you read something, we would say about 20 to 30%. What needs to be proven is sought, and it is something that needs to be objectified and absolute. When hearing something, there is less objectification and less absolute. The proof is in its vision. When you feel something, it is only objective if it needs to be. To object, you need to articulate, you need to be in a conditional, subjunctive, and subordinate position to emphatically clear all the miscues in your mind and to clear yourself with obvious falsities that you have inherited from your past experiences. For example, fast food is a place where taste buds meet perceived attraction. Fast food is bad for you. Or fast food has been much criticized lately for having caused health concerns. The subject is more clearly objectifiable. It is clearly easily more supported by evidence rather than the simple ambiguity of the thesis, fast food is bad. Developing an oral foundation in a secondary language classroom is sought from a knowledge that must be taught rather than listened to. It must prepare the student to read and write. It must prepare the student to test and to talk and listen. The school cannot be responsible for all its teachings, yet to find solutions to keep students engaged. And for this function, it is critical and it is responsible of any school, of any educational foundation to exemplify that structure. What needs to be observed is allocating time and allocating patience. The connection between speech and thought, the language undergoes changes, and therefore that task must be taken note. Small talk should be discussed after class. The teacher should devise a strategy that will create some staple of learning activity as well. Problem solving and exploring, a method of teaching that creates good environment for talking and listening. Discussion on books, discussion on current events, and to channel that personal talk into more general concerns. The individual versus the group, the release and the control, is a sketch that tells us how we can communicate through these various models that enhance and as well control the learning habits of our students.